What up, guys? We're back here. I've got Ricky and Austin here for the games you guys just watched. We're doing a quick interview with them, see how things went from their point of view. So we'll start with you, Austin. How did you feel about the games?
I was a little worried about the wizard game simply because I knew at some point I was going to get tagged.
Yeah.
And the question is, can he get the resistor?
Casually take 12?
Yeah.
Casually take 10?
Oh, it was 10. It was 10.
Oh, it's 10? Okay.
Good enough.
10 tags.
Not good enough, apparently. Yeah.
But like, there's a point in there where it's like, once I get tagged,
Yeah.
all my assets are gone. But luckily, long story short, I had like 2 hours to make this deck last night.
Right,
so,
right.
and I don't like Liberated. I really don't like Liberated, which is usually what the deck runs. So I did Queen's Gambit Day Job for
Right.
money instead, and oh my god, did that save me there, because
Queen's Gambit's a good card.
like it's really obvious when something's not an agenda. Like he archived Memories Jackson put behind something. I'm like, unless he managed to put the breaking news there to try to bait the Queen's Gambit out of it.
Yeah, yeah. You had a good play before that, though, the exchange of information. That's pretty awesome.
That's basically the whole deck. So
Yeah.
so there's this guy online that makes sort of good decks, or whatever. He's all right.
He's on stream. He was at least there.
Oh, is he? Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for that. It was doing good up until now, but so it's obviously it's exchange of information, and there's two variants, right? You have Vanity Project, and you have this one. You need a lot of money, so blue level clearance, and the setup was trying to fast track for the breaking news because I'd rather him have a breaking news when I swap after that because he's permatagged, instead of scoring an Astro, which is also a possibility.
Just one
but,
psychographics. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't tag him that hard.
It's really rough because the deck is really ice light, and there's a lot of times where you need to kind of protect those sands to get off your Astro so that you can do the swap.
How many ice in your deck?
12 now. The originalist runs 11. And
It's so weird.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of like NB indexes dropping their ice count so low, and sometimes like nothing happens. Like previously games like Pacer, like Ross, nothing happens. RD's open the whole game.
Well, so you can afford to go a little bit low on ice because you're not building a bunch of remotes and you're not building a super server potentially.
Yeah.
Things are getting deleted and trash and stuff with Anarch, BS, whatever. But it's so low in cost that you don't mind going over and going triple quad, on R&D or HQ or something like that. Mostly R&D. Until they decide to take tags, and then it's like, great, my Data Ravens don't do anything anymore. My Gutenbergs don't do anything anymore. So Archangel was swapped for
I think one of the
Seeing Eye.
key moments, it might have seemed small at the time, was when he accessed Jackson from your hand, your first one, and just trashed it. You needed that one, I think, to refresh your hand.
Yeah.
I was hoping, like from your point of view, that you would hit the other stuff. You could Jackson restore everything, but then when you hit that, like you knew his whole hand, and it's just like.
It's like if you trash something, you're gonna see a new card every time. So then you just keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then game 2, we had an interesting Leela. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's getting good, man. I mean, free runs are free runs.
Yeah, no, I like it. No, Jackson Clare was awesome.
Jackson Clare is doing work all day today.
We both didn't. Sorry, jumping something. No one saw you install the Beal because you put it off the camera.
Oh,
it was hilarious because then you just like literally. I was like, what? We were
Did
all talking about what play Ricky could do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if he does this and this, and then suddenly he's like, oh, that's a 3-point Beal. That's good.
Yeah, yep. It's like, oh wait, did he really install that card? No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I
5 clicks don't do anything, right?
I was super super worried about that Beal because he had Desperado, he had Jackson Clare, and it just takes like, I could gain a credit, or I could go see what that is. So I was banking hard on just trying to get it to 3 points. I knew I could just. I was up 2 Astros.
Yeah.
Like I could lose a Beal and be okay. He legged work the other one out.
Yeah.
But putting the NAPD and Exploda on the bottom when I had 2 in hand.
So you talk about it. People mentioned that the disposable HQ is not a card tech you see often. So what made you decide to include it?
So
you have 2, right?
Yeah, I have 2. So the original versions ran Daily Business Show, and I do have Sensei Actors Division, which is just put stuff on the bottom. And one of the things I've realized is that because if you don't shuffle at all, those agendas that you put there will never be seen again.
Okay.
So you act like it's a CVS, like if you're fighting a wizard or something along those lines, you put it out, or more importantly, I remember I was fighting an Andy earlier today, checking every single remote. I just put the disposable HQ out there.
Yeah.
He sees it, I shuffle one agenda, it's fine, and then he doesn't trash it.
Everywhere, yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, cool, I'll put a Sensei's Actor Union there. And then I'll get another trigger when I eventually draw so many. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's pretty cool.
because in the upgrade you stick it on top of a sand sand or
it's
something.
a hard trash cost.
It is.
5 trash for something they paid nothing
It is.
for?
It's very hard.
It's very trash.
I mean, like, you already have to feel bad about trashing, like,
You got one of
DBSs
them.
and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if anybody learns anything from watching that game today, let's just go ahead and say that 4 points hasn't always been game point, but now even more so. You have, like, swappable exchange of information, right? People are pulling this vanity project thing, and it's like, okay, I don't have to worry. I'm on 3. He's only on 3. Oh, wait. He wins. Great.
Yeah. There's some jank stuff that can happen now.
And to be fair, an Astro counter 4 points, usually you're like, all right, maybe I don't need to hard check everything, but Astro counter is what makes that, like, yeah, you should probably be running everything new.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, 3-point B has always been there, but you usually need like a biotic or 2 to get there.
Right, which he did. He had 2 biotics.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I didn't have any money for like most of that game.
Oh, you doubled biotic? I thought it was there.
No, it
blank.
was one biotic.
Oh, yeah, so it's there on the field. You
I had
biotic,
8
and then
money, biotic, 4 advancements,
and
broke,
Astro
counter.
Yep,
Perfect.
and no account siphon, no special
Oh,
order.
yeah, you didn't.
Well, anytime you bounced the ice, which was the quandary,
No,
like it
I'm
was
saying-
quandary
I'm
over
saying
HQ the
you
whole
didn't draw
time.
any,
Oh,
so-
great, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Like anytime you bounced it, I was at like 2 credits. I'm like,
Right. And that's the thing about NBN too. It's like unless you have a corroder, because usually
Wraparound's a thing.
Yeah, wraparound, resistor, vanilla
Yeah.
now, guys. That's a thing. You're not going to get anywhere unless you have that corroder. Or your barrier breaker in general to get something monumental. It just so happens that one particular instance, there's nothing. You know, I didn't need it, but you don't know.
Interesting note. I played a criminal earlier today who found out I was fast advance early. Like you were setting up just in case I was
The
kill.
blast rate came down early.
Yeah.
There's kill everywhere right
Yeah,
now.
it is. No,
Everywhere.
I don't
put
doubt
out
you. I
Fairy.
would have slotted
And
Parasite.
and it's
Class G.
interesting
I didn't
because
used to use it, but I would have for today if I played.
I run 2 Cobras in the deck, and I literally won an Andy game because of it.
I
She had a
didn't see
passport.
Cobra.
I have 2. But, she had a passport and a corroder out, and then I'm just like, oh, let me put this over HQ. And then he goes, I run it. I'm like, Cobra, get rid of corroder.
Yep.
And like that's just something
That's
you
devastating,
have to be so careful of now because it's not grim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fair.
there's a lot of sentries that pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, man. Any H, like you just cannot assume it's fast advance anymore, and it's not. And it's exchange of information is one thing because you can run GFI in NEH. It's fair. And there was a deck a couple of weeks ago that there's a few decks that have won regionals recently that's just straight up just 24/7. That's always been a good play. 24/7, 2 scorches, 2 traffic accidents.
Do you
3.
quantum predictive model in that
No.
deck?
I have been told that before, and again, it's not my deck per se. I made slight tweaks. Quantum predictive model is something that you have to put more effort into doing that 1-point exchange than a breaking news. So I think I would rather have the 15 minutes, which I don't, but you have to invest the same amount of time for the same sort of effect if you just want to swap a breaking news.
Right.
And not everybody goes permatag. I think literally you were the only person that went permatag today. Everybody else is like, well, 1 tag, I remove a tag. 1 tag, I remove a tag. So,
Right.
I got 2 mediums.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was clutch.
And then you're
That's
showing
clutch.
off. I was like, this is absurd.
So I
That's
was
how
ready.
it's supposed to be played.
I have 1 showing off in the deck, which is another. And the normal deck runs like 3 dirty laundries, and I took those out for other weird stuff. One of them is the showing off because I'm running 2 mediums, and the idea that you can, especially with the daily business show, since these actor union, you put the good agendas
there's
on bottom.
stuff on the bottom a lot of times. There's good stuff there.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest here. If I ran that Jackson, you probably wouldn't popped it, right? Like, no, just keep those on the bottom. There's nothing.
No,
There's nothing.
I'd make you spend 3.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a wizard.
Exactly. So what do? You just don't get them unless you have showing off, which I did not. So it's all good.
Cool. Anything else from you guys? Good games?
No, they were pretty solid. So the Leela, where you talked about your Leela versus NBN, where do you like your Leela to fight against? Like what meta decks are that Leela deck's just absolutely very good at?
So it used to be exclusively like you have IG out there, you have NEH and everything now. Now you're seeing a little bit more sync and maybe some glaciary sort of builds coming out. It's got 1 Katie and 2 hostage because there's just so many good connections that you can go and search for and install.
When you get the hostage, that was cool.
And symmetrical is still in there too, just in case you need to start banking up some credits and still drawing, because you're still going to draw from hand. You want to see extremely horizontal stuff with it, which is rampant at the moment. Sync is seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of syncs out here. A lot of people are playing sync. It's popular on DB and everything like that. And you can still do well. All you have to do is just go hostage, Katie Jones, stack my credits because I don't want to get mid-season into oblivion.
Right.
And then they're probably going to rush out against you so they can, like, hey, come on, come get it, or I win. And at that point, you can either, hostage for film critic. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's really built for both. You can film critic, you can Katie Jones, and if
the inclusion of hostage makes it, you have these one-ofs of, like, I have one Sinclair, one Katie, and one of this, so I can get it whenever I need it.
Right. There was a time when Waylon was king in this game. I swear to you, there was. And it was like when Grendel came out, and the thing to do was, like, you must include hostage, because you must go get Katie Jones. There's no way that you're going to win this game or win a trace without it. And it might be,
If I come back, I mean, Waylon's gotta step up.
Do you have a spare influence for, like, a scrubber?
So I have employee strike, just because ID is still a thing or whatever. A lot of people are telling me, it's like, well, why don't you make that rebirth? Why don't you do Andy? Me personally, I'm not saying that it's a bad deck idea or play. It's just when I play Rebirth and Andy, I'm like, go find Rebirth. Like, have I found Rebirth yet? No, let's keep drawing. Oh, wait, he's still winning. He's winning the game. No, I haven't found Rebirth yet.
Well, I was like, instead of the employee strike, because you use it for IG, is you do scrubber instead, which you can still hostage for.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's... Hey, yes, that's entirely a thing. Yeah, usually you don't need scrubber because bank jobs give you money to trash stuff.
Yeah, and also Desperado's like a credit anyway. So
yeah, an influence, like or MWL. What do you want to call it? I don't know.
I call it influence, but
yeah,
you have to run Desperado.
Right.
Three.
Right. Yeah. Same reasons.
I'm glad I didn't see it too early. Like I didn't get any of my money assets though, which I was kind of banging on like. I was using the team sponsorship just to mostly Near Earth hub draw because why not?
Right.
And like at one point I rested. I'm like, I have nothing to put back out.
Right.
Like I was honestly hoping you'd go trash the Jackson so I can fast advance something to put the Jackson back out and run you out of 3 credits.
And
like
that's
the
an
hope.
option. You could do that, right? You go trash. You have to trash the Jackson first. Otherwise, these teams are coming back, or you have to make sure because there was 2 teams on there. What's the point in trashing Jackson if you can't take care of the other teams? And now you're looking at how many credits?
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird how sometimes you can keep up with it, sometimes you just can't. Like the way Econ comes up, even as Wizard, sometimes you can.
Wizard,
I don't even normally play Anarch, like at all. I build these decks last minute, and I was just like,
see that wound? You're twisting it, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's like I built this deck last minute. I just showed up.
Great games, man. Great
Yeah,
games.
Thank you very much.
Games. It was on an important round as well because it's kind of like the cusp round, whether one of you needs to perform there.
No, thank you.
Fortunate.
That's cool. Maybe I'll get some credits. I don't know. You got any fivers? Spare fivers?
What's up?
This is one on consolation prize
This is
for our Roches.
Yeah, we had a Ferrari Roches.
Oh, see.
We're classy here.
what?
See?
You got to talk to Ahmed.
Yeah?
The Ahmed.
Right. We have these. You want some? We can choose.
Yeah, probably.
All right. What are you pointing?
What's up?
He's pointing at the
yeah.
The candies are right there.
They're everywhere.
Stacked. They're stacked. I'm like, you would think that these guys are sponsored, but
Whoa, censor that.
All right, so I think we're going to take a quick break.
Yep.
We'll be back for round 5, which is the last round of Swiss, and then after that we're going to do the top 8 cut, and we'll let you guys know how things. We'll probably do a standings round. Obviously, it's really important before the last round to see who's on the cut and all that.
Real quick, what do you guys bet? What do you guys bet? Who's going to win today?
Who's going to win?
I don't know who's playing. I don't pay attention.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, I think out of nowhere Ross Freitag might win.
Okay. All right.
I have to look at the standings. No, I really want to look at the standings now,
fair.
and then I can predict well. But I think Ross might win.
That's fair.
Unfortunately.
That's fair.
Either that or Zach. And then my he's not out of left field, but he's not well known here. I think Chris Baxter has a really good side.
How's Pacer doing?
Yeah, how is Pacer doing?
Oh, Pacer's not on my radar. He's washed up.
You didn't bet him.
Pacer's the most washed up player here.
Dang.
It's true.
They're friends, supposedly.
Yeah.
But Pacer could do well, but I'm not. I don't know why.
You didn't draft Pacer in the SMC last year.
I didn't draft
so,
Pacer.
I mean,
I didn't even do the draft. I didn't do the draft last year.
Yeah.
So he says.
People picked me and they were wrong. I remember that.
Well, and it's an interesting conversation too because there's IDing now, and there's a lot of people.
Everything's about ID. Everyone's ID.
Right. There's a lot of people that are locked into that 2-round ID. So we'll see.
That's what a lot of people did. I remember I did it for 2 top 8s this regional season. I was like, win 3 rounds.
Yep.
ID.
Yep.
ID. I did it for Thrones as well. It's so easy.
Yeah, if you can't police it, then you can do it, right?
I mean, it's not being policed. We're allowed to do it now.
Yeah, exactly. It's fully legal. So, Yeah, it's going to be a great day, guys.
All right, we're going to have to wrap it up. We'll be back with standings, round 5. It'll be great. You can hear our TO yelling at us. All right.